All right, now to a win for Donald Trump in a case that could impact his property in Iredell County. Well, today, a New York appeals court agreed to hold off on collection of the former president's more than $454 million civil fraud judgment. But to do that, Trump has 10 days to put up the $175 million. So if Trump doesn't pay, then his assets could be seized. But as Queen City News anchor Derek Dellinger found out tonight, those who live near the Trump National Golf Course property in Mooresville expect little change if that happens.
The Trump National Golf Course, Charlotte, is right down this road, and it's been part of the Trump portfolio for more than a decade. But the Trump administration is accused of filing false and misleading reports about the financial condition of the course and could be seized as part of the legal woes facing the former president. But those we spoke with that live around here say they are not shocked by what could happen to the course. Living within sight of the Trump National Golf Course on Lake Norman, many are aware of how much it is a draw, and many will tell you objectively it's more for the view and less for the name. In fact, that's why many people have lived out here.
And I also can see the golf course from my house.
This woman has lived here for more than 2 decades, and she told us the news of the potential asset seizure facing Trump and the fact that it could affect what's next door has been a topic of conversation because it has been in the news. In fact, Trump National Charlotte has been in the news for some time now, in some part because of investigations into alleged fraud by the Trump organization. One of the things that came out from the New York Attorney General was an allegation of using schemes to add to the property's purchase price. Trump bought the course in 2012 for $3 million, a move which at the time met with mixed reaction.
It was a 50-50. Some people were excited and some people just could have cared less, but we needed someone to buy the property.
That reaction, according to those we spoke with, has largely stayed the same. The news of the potential seizure and this Trump National Course being on the list is not exactly shocking to those here.
Someone will jump on in a heartbeat, and it'll be kept up probably just as well. I don't think prices will go down, which is fine because of the economy right now. Yeah. But I don't think it's going to change.
A standard of living that some may see as exclusive, but many say will outlast whatever name is on one of the big attractions.
There's a lot of people like me. I lived down in Charlotte, then we moved up here because of the quality of life, not because of who owned the club.
No matter what happens with the properties, it will not be an immediate seizure. This will take some court action, which will take some time. In Mooresville, Derek Dellinger, Queen City News.